All right, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Malika checking in with another episode of From the Block Podcast. And as you can see right here, we have a very packed house. Well, you know what they say, there's no place like home. Well, I always say there's no place like Atlanta. There's also no place like From the Block Podcast, especially when we have these creative conversations. Now, you know me, I love me a good creative conversation because I love to see what young folks are doing in the city. How do you network? How do you maneuver? How do you even become a creative? Well, guess what? We're going to talk about it today. So, y'all, give it up for Nori and the 4GM crew. Make some noise, y'all.
Yo.
Okay, start off by quickly introducing yourselves and just tell the people what you do.
I'm Wizzo. I work with 4GM. I'm the videographer and photo director.
I'm 4GM. I'm the CEO of 4GM. Do YouTube, clothes, music, everything really.
Man, it's Prince B, Dre Pop, Brandon, whatever you want to call me. I'm the marketer, bro. For sure, 4GM.
I'm Nori Balai. I'm an artist and I do like Afro beats, R&B, that kind of stuff. So yeah.
All right, so Nori, what does being a creative mean to you? Like, how did you even know that she was even into singing and the arts?
Well, I don't remember like a time that I started, but I know when I was young, like 4, I started taking piano and like I was classically trained on that. And I just remember hating that. And I have like African parents, so I think they thought it was going to be like
Same here.
yeah, so I think they thought it was going to be like a cute little extracurricular that I could put like with my college applications or something. But I think I just ended up like taking it way further than anybody thought. And I really just fell in love with music. And so I never really had a dream to be a creative per se, but I just knew I wanted to be like in the space of music, doing music. And I just ended up eventually like chasing it. Like after I obviously left my African parents and all that kind of stuff and grew up, I kind of was able to step off and do that.
It's
So,
hard
yeah.
having immigrant parents and still pursuing your creative passion. So how did you even mute out that noise?
Well, to keep it 100, at first they definitely were like, we're not feeling it at all. Like, definitely was not seeing the vision. But I think just when you have a vision, like it's not for anybody else to see the vision. You know what I mean? Like I knew that I love music, and I knew that at some point this is like what I want my life to look like and what I want my life to be built around. So, yeah, I just went with it and I didn't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like straight up. So yeah.
So it's hard when you want to be creative, and sometimes it's hard working with other people. So what was the first step to even forming this group?
We been waiting on this question, cuz. Who gonna tell the story?
Man, I don't even know. Like,
Tell them what really happened.
like.
Like the shirt.
Oh well, basically like the brand started in 2021, right? So I started coming up to sell at Kennesaw like in that was like 2023 around like.
Hold on, not cut your off. All y'all you guys are college students, or
Nah, I don't go to college.
okay, but y'all two are in school.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Go to Kennesaw.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
bet.
He used to do college though.
Yeah, I used
Yeah,
to do
you
college,
used
but
to.
I'm gonna go overseas and play basketball and stuff like that. But basically, I was out there selling one day because like we be up there selling, and he had came across me and he had walked by and he was like he had just looked at one of the shirts and you could tell him what you said, like he was like,
So then I was like, cuz, I really need this shirt, but I ain't got $45. You know what I'm saying? That was the real gist to it, bro. But I was like, I got this much. And I was like, if you give me the deal on this shirt, I make that $15 bet that you took off times whatever. Like, I told him I was going to take it to the next level. I was like, you just got to trust me, bro.
Mm.
And then that's what he did. And then the rest history, right?
So wait, so what did you do to even flip that?
like him marketing, him being him, like how we got the party, like how he got the party going, Wiz helping him, like it's just happening really. Like
Wait, so then how did Wiz come to the picture then?
So I came along when I met Dre. Dre was helping me with some music, and I needed a studio on campus. So Dre told me I got a homeboy who sell clothes. I said I could do a video and some pictures. It just kind of worked out after that.
But like how we flipped it back. So we had beanies. This is the big thing about our brand right now. We got these beanies and they only costed anywhere from $25 to $35, you know. But we had got it in the hands of Lotto, right? And then when they seen Lotto have it, it's like everything marketing. Like what I keep talking about. We posted a picture of Lotto in the pink one, and it sold out all of them. But before we did something with Lotto, we shot like a 45-second reel. And it was 2 gray beanies left. That was it. These was the last 2 girls. We had talked to them. We was like, if y'all do this video, like people thought we was acting it out, but this was actually what was going on. In the video, it was like, if y'all do this video, we gonna get y'all $5 off on the beanie. So instead of it being $50, it'll be $40. So that was his $15 back that day. You know what I'm saying? Then I told him, I was like, watch what's gonna happen with this video. He was calling me. He was like, bruh, the video hit 4K. I was like, it's gonna do more than that, cuz. I said, that's just the minimum. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then it went to 6K. Then every time we started dropping something, it was consistent, but it was because we was building an organic base through hand-to-hand promotion instead of all putting it on the media. And we was actually making a bond with people. So at our brand, I tell people, you are what you wear. We stand for forever get money. That's what 4GM stand for.
So some people have mixed reviews when it comes to marketing, because some people swear, like, okay, when it comes to marketing, all you need is social media. That's it. Now, on the other flip side, some people think, okay, you actually do need those genuine, real connections. Go up and talk to people. What do y'all think when it comes to marketing your music, your products, just different things of that nature? Do you prefer to go in person, like actually pass out flyers, or do you just feel like social media is the only way?
I say when you go in person, you see who really like support you, and you see like the real world. Because for example, I made my flyers. Everything I do, I make it to market. So the front of my flyer for my music, it was pink, right? And it was called Love for the Culture. And then on the back, it said Scan Me, like the black part. But I knew that if I gave people a flyer in person, that they would potentially drop it on the ground, right? So when they dropped it on the ground, on the other side, it said Scan Me. I know that a person visually walking, if they see a piece of paper on the flyer, like on the floor, and they say Scan Me, they gonna scan it. So I used to tell people, oh, if you not gonna scan it, drop it on the floor, literally. And then they gonna see it on the ground. So like, it just make you see like different ideas of doing stuff. I say in-hand promotion is better than like on-hand like online, because we did this party in like person, not online. I did $7 worth of online promotion, and we did how much we did, Liz? In person?
Like 50 flyers,
50 flyers,
airdrops,
everything.
everything.
Hey, how you doing? Excuse me, let me talk to you. You look nice today. You want to come to a cookout? Like,
Where did you go? Did you just strictly stay on campus, or you went to other?
So we did target the Kennesaw audience at first, but then we was like, we want a lot of people to come, so we started going to like Georgia State and just promoting everywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I know rappers too. So when you know rappers, you can put them on flyers. So that's how I do my online promotion, right? You got to get somebody with a name to do it. That's just like having LeBron James a part of your team. If LeBron come on your podcast, everybody going to want to come on your podcast. People don't like spending money nowadays. So, like, people that got a little more clout, they try to charge people to come on stuff and do this. They don't be seeing the bigger picture. I was at a smoke shop one day. This girl, she had, like, 800,000 followers. They was fake. She didn't know I knew. I only knew because I'm a social media marketer. I could tell when you got a fake account. I could tell when you got a real account. Straight like that, right out the dome. Because all I do, I go look at your reels. If your reels ain't got no engagement, you don't got no engagement. Straight like that. Because I can make a post on my page with 500 people and get 100,000 views. Because my 500 is active. You see what I'm saying? So she told me to take a picture of her. She wanted $4,000 for one picture. And then I walked out. Because it's 100 girls at Kennesaw that want to take pictures for free. There you go.
For free.
So Nori, being a solo act, it can absolutely come with a lot. So how do you even really just go about networking?
Well, I'm not most of my stuff. So my fan base and stuff, the people who listen to my music is mostly in Africa and Europe because I do Afro beats, and that's where like the primary crowd for a lot of that stuff is. But when I'm in the States, I started off doing like I moved to Atlanta later on, like in my grind. Like I started off in the DC area doing like actual shows, just throwing my own shows, just pulling up to events like endlessly, like building my following, like dropping videos over and over and over, doing shows where nobody shows up and it's like 2 people there and you're like singing at a shitty bar. And it's like, you know, that's like what you have to do to get like something started, you know what I mean? And so I think it's just like an overtime thing. It's not like one strategy that I use to network or anything like that. It's just like over time of you like doing you and being out there and consistently like putting yourself out there.
I feel like you said something big though with the marketing scheme.
Yeah.
She kept mentioning location, and that's like very big. She
Yes.
mentioned DC, she mentioned Africa, she mentioned Atlanta. And marketing, that's key. You got to know your demographics and who you marketing to, because
That's
that
facts.
Afro song that she's promoting in America might not be as good as, say, she made a song that's for a club scene. You see what I'm saying? It can go in an African club, but a hip hop club might not know. So like that's big on like knowing your location and your demographics with
Oh
marketing.
yeah, major facts.
Super.
So I'm curious to know, because you could have moved anywhere, but why'd you choose Atlanta?
Well, I moved at kind of like the worst time possible. I moved during the pandemic, like
lot of
right
people
when
did.
it was starting. And the reason why was because I was like about to sign with this team, this label out here or whatever, and worked with them for a while, like dropped my first EP with them and just kind of like worked with them through COVID, like got to like really feel people out and decided like that wasn't really the direction that I wanted to stay going in. But initially when I moved out here, it was to work with, you know, those people. And then eventually, like, we started, like, you know, he has a studio, my manager has a studio. So just started, like, building from there, like, dropping independently. And then, like, one of my songs started getting bigger and, like, people in Africa just started, and Europe started, like, blowing it up, doing dances and just spreading the movement. And I started getting my song started doing numbers on streaming, like Spotify and stuff like that. Just people adding me to their playlists organically, like just different digital marketing strategies. And then over time, like another label came around. Like I'm here, like the people that handle my business and stuff like that, they're in LA. And then I have like my home team of people that I work with here, and my home team is like 2 people, like my manager and my best friend, and that's really who I work with. And I have like a couple other people that I like do like my photos and like but creative direction, stuff like that. I do a lot, you know, like I'm pretty like super hands-on in my process. But I forgot what your original question was. Why'd I move to Atlanta?
Yeah, well, I can kind of answer
Okay,
that,
yeah. I went way past that. But yeah, initially it was for them, but then I ended up staying here because I found like people, you know what I mean? And like a location, like the studio, like became my home studio.
So you
and-
think Atlanta has more connections than DC?
Oh, absolutely. Nothing
wow.
with music really goes on in DC. There's not like a big music industry that is bustling in DC. There is a scene and it's great, but it's not. DC is more for like people who are like into consulting and like politics and like just a different crowd, different vibe,
The demographics.
different demographic. Yeah. And
Atlanta is Black Hollywood.
exactly.
You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So y'all said something real interesting. I'm curious to know y'all's responses. When you're out networking, getting your name out, connecting with people, it's really important for you. You have to know how to decipher who is someone that you can actually work and connect with and who's basically on BS. And I know that y'all have come across a lot of great folks and a lot of funny, iffy folks. How do you even go about, you know, making that decision?
All of us gonna have to answer this one.
How do you go about making that decision? Yes, it's someone I want to work with. I could do something to, he acting funny. I'm not gonna mess with him.
Who wanna answer it first?
I go based off of the vibe I get from the person. So like when
But
I
sometimes
first,
people can be deceiving though.
you right, but when I first met Dre, it was kind of iffy cause like me and bro act the same kind of. So I know how he act, he know how I act. So like we can get wild sometimes together. So I mean, I just had to feel bro vibe and see like if he was really working. Then he showed me like he was working, and then he brought me around and showed me some more stuff. Just like with 4GM. First day I worked with 4GM, he paid me to come out there. Dre, he let me get in the studio for free.
Oh wow.
It was stuff like that.
Yeah, like you'll know. I about to say you'll know who's there for you. Like what he just said. Number one, well, Wiz always be there. I'll be like, Wiz, let's go. We gotta go to the spot. This whole weekend, we was out like making money though. Like how she said, networking at events where nobody gonna be at. That's key. And then like for instance, with it's big on trust. Like if you trust somebody and then have faith in this person. Like, somebody you meet will have more faith in you than your own family. No, for real. That's what I have learned over my whole career of music. Like, how she was speaking on, you know what I'm saying? It's not just the African world. It's the whole society. When you tell somebody you want to be a social media influencer, you want to rap, you want to be a content creator, they laugh. Because it's so many people doing that. You got to think about it. It's like the drug game. I tell people just like this, literally. A lot of people can sell drugs.
That's what
a
you
lot of
compare
people
this
can
to?
rap. Yes. Hey, I just being realistic.
No, you're right. You're right.
You know what
I
I'm
see
saying?
why you say it.
I'm being realistic,
so.
but in the drug game, you have to build up your network.
Just
straight
think
up
about
like
it.
that.
How many people you know that sell drugs?
Not that much, honestly.
What? All right,
Oh.
you've been on the wrong side of the world. You know what I'm saying? But in Atlanta, you can be at a gas station. Hey, bro, I got that gas. Bro, I got that gas. They networking.
Okay, but I see them, but I don't know them personally.
That's what I'm saying, though. They networking. You see what I'm saying? That's an example of them networking. They don't know who they talking to. The person they could be talking to is the police. But they trying to make money at the end of the day. So you got to treat your music like that. You know what I'm saying? Like your music, your clothing brand, anything. We talk to everybody. It's nobody that you cannot talk to. Everybody is somebody. Straight like that. At the end of the day.
That's true, but and I know you about to answer the question too. You meet people, you talk to people, but how do you know though? Yes, this is legit or
Yeah, exactly. Like it was iffy. It was iffy regardless for us meeting each other. We didn't know each other. Like we didn't know how this was gonna be for real.
Put it like this. Like when y'all first started y'all podcast, did you trust them?
They say I know how to work the camera.
Yeah. Bro probably was like, I know how to work the camera. I know how to do the sound stuff. I can be the one hosting. But did y'all trust each other in the first beginning?
No.
Like the first episode.
Exactly.
That's pretty right.
You know,
So that's how it go.
The first episode. We on the second season. Literally. Right?
That's how it go though with teams, and that's how businesses work. Like when they gotta get a team or whatever, they don't. You know, we all first meet each other. We don't trust. We're gonna be real. We don't trust each other.
Team. When they you pick up random people on the basketball court.
Exactly.
So Nori, how do you use your discernment when maneuvering with people?
Yeah, the way you said that, the word you used, discernment.
Mm-hmm.
My faith is like a really big part of my life. So for me, I just feel like I don't know what you guys believe in, but for me, it's like God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus.
Amen.
And so for me, I just feel like led to see about certain people. Like you just don't know. Like sometimes you have a feeling about something or somebody.
It's basically just gonna happen. That's what you're saying. Like
yeah,
with God,
like you just have a gut feeling, an instinct, intuition, whatever you want to call it, right? And so sometimes it's that. Sometimes I go with the vibe, like Wiz said. And then sometimes it's really just based on referrals. Sometimes like, oh, like I got a friend like who does this, or like I need you to meet this guy, like, or somebody that I already am working with might refer somebody. And then from there, it's really a matter of like a trial run, and then just like building the vibe and seeing how you can be like a resource to each other, like what that relationship really is going to look like. And then just like feeling them out over time. For me, it's like an over time thing. So it's like someone can be their best self, for maybe like a month or two, and then after a while, like over time, like several months down the line, then you get to see how people really are.
I can say this was one of the big things in our group. Watch who stay around when we making nothing.
That's true.
Literally. This whole situation. You, like, even with you told me the other day, hey, you might need to leave that little internship you doing because you can make more money through yourself. I took what you said. I was like, nah, I don't know if she knows what she talking about. I was like, I don't trust her. I don't know her, right? You know what I'm saying? This is an example of networking. I went to work the next day, got into it with the whole little environment I was at. And I said, I'm quitting. I said, Shawty told me in class the other day, I need to leave. And I left, and I had made $500 before my party off of myself. You know what I'm saying? In 2 days. So I know what, like she said, invest into yourself. That's a big thing. Trust your gut feeling. And keep going. What you say, for Jim?
Keep going, man. That's all we can do. Keep going, for real, for real. Forever.
I like that. So, as we know, when you out here getting it, it can be a lot, especially on your mental health. So, what do you do to make sure that you're right mentally and that you're present?
Shit, sit back, roll one up, smoke it, and go about my day.
I ain't gonna lie. Man, what you do? What you do, bro?
Me?
Yeah, I want you to answer first.
Mentally?
Yeah, just like what do you do to take care of your mental health and to just be present?
I don't know. I think keep going, push ups, work out, go play basketball. I'm trying to go overseas and hoop, so I don't know. Really, like stuff like that. Like keep God first. Really, stuff like that. Really, that's really it. Just keep grinding. Really, to be real.
I can say now, I'm gonna say mine music. Like, music is my counseling session. I don't rap unless I'm sad or mad. Straight like that. If you catch me making a song and I'm just making a song, I ain't gonna drop it. I'm just gonna have it in my phone. But most of my songs got pain or anger in it. But I'm releasing it to the mic. It's a counseling session. And then, like we said, we might roll one up sometime. You know what I'm saying? We real.
Nah, what caught me the other day was when Dre was like, I don't talk to no friends no more. I only talk to my family members. That really caught my eye because when he said that, I started talking to my mom more, and then it's just like a relief. It's like mental health. It's like, okay, my mama's straight, I can be straight. It's like everything good a little bit.
No, that's true. The reason I had told him that, though, because at one point in time, I had started talking to my family because, like, they weren't here. So they didn't understand what was going on. Like how I just said, my friend right here might believe more than my family. So we wake up. We might be down. But we was on the phone the other day. I was like, bro, we got to get up. I was like, we've been relaxing too long. I was like, get up, bro, get up. Like, this is exactly how I was talking. I was like, bro, we got to go make some money. I said, everybody doubting us, blah, 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 blah. But then I called my mama and I was just like, mama, hey, like, why you be doing this? And I, like, told her, like, hey, you be just doubting me all the time, but you don't even recognize that you doing it. You just saying it because that's how you feel, but you not noticing that you causing me to doubt my own dream. And then she was like, oh, son, well, my bad if it was that way. It wasn't supposed to come out that way. Boom. Like he said, family, working out, all that stuff, it's very impactful. Do it type thing. And God, like she said, faith.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely like I trust God more than I trust any man. So prayer is like number one for me. Like if when it gets too much, when it's heavy, everyone is not gonna be your target audience. So you can't possibly expect anybody or everybody to always like be with it. So you just get a lot of feedback, whether it's negative, positive,
Right.
hateful, supportive, whatever. And sometimes you just like, for me, a struggle that I have is like internalizing it, like taking it in and like internalizing too much of other people's opinions and like, oh, am I really this way? Do I really come across like this? Oh my God, like da da da. But
guess what?
Yeah.
What you just asked yourself, be you.
Exactly.
Because like we was on the sidewalk the other day selling clothes. And we was making sales. The other group wasn't making no sales. Guess what they said? Bruh, y'all is too aggressive. I said, bruh, closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah, it's true.
That kind of leads me to my next point too, that even when you're marketing, you're networking, it can be low-key intimidating going up to different people, making those connections. But clearly to get to where you're at, you have a manager, you have different people, you outsource different people, y'all sell clothes, y'all do so much. How do you even go about breaking that barrier of, yes, I'm going to go up and talk to that person?
You just gotta be you. I feel like we just really talk to everybody in confidence. Really, everybody that walk past when we be selling, we talk to every single person. I don't care who you are. We talking to you, teacher, anybody.
And that secret with us. Like, whatever you told us, deuces. We'll catch you next time.
I just feel like it's a respect type of thing. When you coming up to people, like, give them respect, they gonna show you respect.
Yeah.
So, like, if you was a person walking on campus and I'm trying to sell you some clothes, I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? You having a good day today? You might
Yeah.
respond, yeah, I'm having a good day. Okay. Then I'm going to go into my question. Hey, you trying to check out our brand, trying to follow us real quick,
Yeah.
check out some pieces.
Exactly. Exactly. It's exactly how you be though. For real. Or we'll say like, excuse me, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But sometimes like we'll be like, we gotta chill with the yo, or cause it scare them.
I used to tell my cousin Steffi G, like he came to Kennesaw because I came to Kennesaw. He used to come up here, oh, there go that bad, boop, boop, boop. I'm not saying the word, cause we ain't doing that. We call ladies females and women, you know what I'm saying? But he was calling these women out their name, and I'm like, bruh, you gonna make the women go away from me. And that's not what I need right now because they're part of my team. You feel what I'm saying? That's how we sell our clothes, actually. Like, we'll see what they got on. Like, oh, you got on orange. You need to buy these orange socks. Or you got...
What these look like? You like these?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We
we'll
have
talk
ask
to
them what
them.
they want to see.
Like actually build a relationship.
I think also practice, because
Exactly.
for real, it's a lot of it is trial and error. Like, I'm not really a door-to-door sales type of person. But, you know, I do have experience with like just being in front of people a lot, and people like either like being with it or people being like, get her out of here. Like,
Yeah.
I've had both, and you have to kind of go through
Adapt to it.
you have to go through the motions a few times and like see like, okay, for me, I'm an introverted or extroverted introvert. Like, I'm very reserved as a person, but I know, like, in order to achieve like what I want to achieve, I have to be confident, like you said, and I have to be like well practiced in how I express, how prepared I'm coming across, like how I'm relating to you, like how you have to be personable and you have to have like confidence, and just everything is like having reps, like just continually putting yourself out there
Consistent.
and not being afraid, because a lot of the times when we fail, it's really out of fear and like just being scary for no reason.
Yeah, that's
like
very
to
true.
buck up. Yeah, so just practice and just
People don't believe me when I say like I'm actually really shy in person.
I believe you. I am too.
Oh, thanks.
Like, I believe you.
So I really don't like going up to people, but I know I have to because this is like what I do, but I
Yeah.
really prefer not to.
Me too. Yeah, I'm a loner. Well, not a loner, but I like to be by myself. I like to read. I like to pray.
Same here.
Yeah, just not. I'm not like super outside like that. Outside of like me doing what I have to do. Like, I don't enjoy just like being outside to be outside. Like, you feel me? So yeah, like you just have to step out of that to get your desired outcome, and while still maintaining you. Like, how can I find myself in this atmosphere, in this world or whatever, where this is not within my comfort zone? So how do I find myself outside my comfort zone and still maintain the essence of who I am and not change myself, but still like put that on display? You know what I mean? And just
absolutely.
being accustomed to being like, you're not necessarily a person in this environment. You're a product.
Yeah. Key. Product of your environment. Facts. That was hard. Like, I'm a product of Augusta, Georgia, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let that know. You know what I'm saying? We get down there. We gonna knock on your door and all that. So that was hard. I like what you said.
Thanks.
Closing question, because I like to ask all creatives this. What's your advice to those out there that want to start but just don't know how to start? They have the ideas, they have the energy, but they just don't know, how do I go about executing my dreams?
Stop worrying about what everybody else gonna think and just do you. Really, stop thinking too much. Just go. Really.
What I first tell them is fear is an illusion. Fear is not real at all. Trust God and just do it. Like, if you just start, it's gonna happen. That's what I learned. Being with these two over the past year.
Like,
if you just do it, it's gonna happen. Like, something gonna happen.
hey, man. What the question was again?
What's your advice to those that they know they're creative, they have the energy, they just don't know how to execute their dreams. They don't know how to start or when to start.
Go with your gut feeling, number one, because normally your gut feeling is right. Trust people, network, and be outside. You feel me? Like, that's big. Be outside. Like, I got most of my stuff from just being in the room, like, at the right time. You know what I'm saying? I just met a Grammy-nominated person. He got 4 Grammys yesterday from being in the room at the right time, making an investment, and now he want to take me on tour with his grandson.
That's lit.
I would say networking also a big deal because you may see like your homeboy doing something, right? And you networking with him, that may give you confidence to start some your own stuff.
Yeah.
Well, for me, like going back to the original question, like before you even get to all that, like a lot of people can't even start because they're so handicapped by fear, like you said. So for me, I just feel like, and this is something I'm speaking to other people and myself at the same time because I still struggle with these things today.
Me
But
too.
yeah, so just like stop worrying about stuff that is God's business. Like, how are you going to get there? When are you going to get there? And just worry about starting. Like, nobody that ever was successful in anything ever knew exactly how they were going to do it. You know what I mean? And yeah, like rarely is there a blueprint for it. Like, everybody has their own journey, their own way, their own like struggles and things that they're going to have to overcome. And so just, yeah, like stop worrying about the whole mountain. Like just worry about things step by step, be present in every moment, and figure out how are you going to just get from moment to moment and like cast your cares onto God. Like there's going to be a lot of issues, problems, obstacles, but if you don't start, you're never going to, like, put it this way. Would you rather start and fail and be like, okay, I failed, but now I have the opportunity to restart again from a place of experience and like I have more game now on how to move next time? Would you rather go like that, or would you rather just completely stop or never start to begin with, never end up where you're going to be, and then just like be at the end of it all in a regret-filled coffin and you're just dead now and you don't even have the opportunity to do anything at all, and now you just missed your whole calling and you're just a purposeless human being. So for me, I would rather go with plan A. So you know what I mean? It's just picking the lesser of two evils. What do you want to do? What are you willing to pay? Success comes with a cost. You have to pay the, what is it? Pay the cost to be the boss?
Yeah, that's what Boss Man D-Lo say.
Yeah, I love him.
You
He's
know
like
what
one of
I'm
my favorite artists.
I like what you said, though, because I want people to know that every failure is an opportunity and every loss is a lesson.
Yeah.
Straight like that. So I only learned that from working with different color brands and different people. But when I say every failure is an opportunity, like you might fail at something, for example. I might have went to this place that I worked at and I ain't getting nothing out of it, but I made all these connections. And like I didn't get to my main thing, but I got the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's building up the network.
Yeah,
like
and if you just keep it going, like that's my thing. A lot of people don't know how to like stay in the mix, stay in the game, even if you're not like where you want to be yet. Like I wouldn't say I've arrived to, you know, like the final destination. I'm nowhere close to where I want to be, but I know that I'm making it a lot further than a lot of people are if I just continue to stay in the mix. A lot of people cannot just stay in the mix. That is the hardest part for a lot of anybody who's creative, entrepreneurs, like anybody who has anything that is a non-conventional path that's not just like laid out for you, like, okay, go to school, graduate, get a job, like go to graduate school, get an advanced job. Like it's not linear like that. So you have to like have that self-belief and be self-motivated and be able to self-start and just keep moving forward in any way you can.
If you don't stop, you're gonna make it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Major facts. So y'all, I enjoyed this conversation. I'm trying to have y'all back in the studio. Like this was lit. This was really fun.
Yeah, I don't think we finished it.
Yeah, no cap. We can do this
Cause
anytime
I
we
ain't
want
gonna
to.
lie, we really didn't get to tell y'all that whole 4GM story. We would have told you that whole thing, bro. we would have never got done with the podcast.
Well, I had a great time, and I definitely want all y'all back because this was fun. I love these creative conversations. So stay tuned for part 2. We're gonna end on that note.
All right, man. Pool party.
All right, you can follow Nori
Yeah.
on all social media platforms at,
Nori Belai, NOORIBELAI.
and you can follow the crew at.
DJ Prince B, 4GM Clothing.
Millionaire J
With an 8.
with an 8. They gonna find type in 4G.
MF.Wizzo.
All right, bet. Make sure you follow us at From the Block Podcast. All right, bye.